Hey love, welcome to or back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Leara LuShae, and this is episode 30 of turning this shuttle bus into a home on wheels. The last time you guys saw me was before the holidays, so I hope you all had an amazing time during these holidays, and I hope it was filled with lots of love and laughter. But in my last video, I installed my DIY butcher block countertops, so if you haven't seen that video and you would like to watch it, then I will link it somewhere here in this video and also down below. But in this week's video, I'll be installing my sink and my cooktop, and I haven't really been able to work on the bus much this week because it's kind of like a winter wonderland outside right now. It's just snowing non-stop. So yeah, I haven't been able to work much on the bus this week, so I don't know if this video will be short or not. But yeah, I hope it's still very informative to you all and still entertaining. But yeah, let's get right into this video. To get started, I opened up my sink and my cooktop, and I actually got both of these from my local auction for a fraction of the cost, but I will link the Amazon links down below if you would like to purchase the same ones that I got. But I highly recommend that you go online and look for your local auctions because they will likely have a lot of things that you could use for your build. Once I got finished unboxing my sink and my cooktop, I then went into the bus and I marked where the opening is on my countertop so that I could know where to make marks for my sink and my cooktop. Then I removed my countertops and I placed my sink in, and I realized that I had some space on the side that I needed to fill so that my sink could be held up. Then I took everything inside and I made marks for my cutouts. For the stove, I traced around the bottom, then I drew lines that were just a little bit outside of my outline. For the sink, I pushed my ruler up against each corner of the sink and I made marks. Then once again, I drew lines that were just a little bit outside of the marks that I made. Then I screwed straight brackets onto some scrap wood so that I could fill in that space next to my sink. Then I got ready to make the cutouts for my sink and my cooktop, and I first tried to pre-drill the holes, and I quickly realized that that was not going to work, so I ended up using a multi-tool. Then I used a jigsaw to do the rest of the cutting. The multi-tool did chip the face of the wood a little, and that's why I didn't use it to cut out the entire piece. But I did learn that using the multi-tool to cut through the wood, then turning it off before pulling it out of the wood, minimized chipping. But when I used the multi-tool to go in and out of the wood, it chipped a lot more when I tried to take it out of the wood while the tool was still on. So I recommend turning it off before you take it out of the wood to minimize chipping. Once I finished cutting both of the countertops, I sanded the inside of the sink countertop. Then I did a dry fit for both of the countertops to make sure everything fit perfectly. After I finished the dry fit, I then grabbed my Danish oil and I oiled the inside of the cutout for the sink. Then I took everything into the bus and I screwed on those scrap pieces of wood to fill the space for my sink. Once I got that space filled, I installed my sink and I put my countertop back in place. Then I installed my drain. I took off the big ring and I set that to the side, and I realized that the drain tube it came with was too long, so I won't be using that. But then I took that big ring and I went under the cabinet and screwed that on as tight as possible. Then I moved on to my cooktop. I put my countertop in place, then I pushed my stove into the countertop. Then I plugged in my little stove so I could turn it on and really get a feel for what my kitchen is going to look like. But yeah, my kitchen is now one step closer to being an actual kitchen. Okay, that's going to be all for this video, but I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, then please like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can get notified every single time that I post, and I hope to see you guys next week. Bye!